Hi everyone. To construct LL1 parsing table, we need to find first and follow of a grammar. And we already learned the first and follow, how to find the first and follow of a grammar. And we also see some examples related to the construction of LL1 parsing table. But there are some grammars which are not LL1 grammars, means they are not qualified to be eligible for LL1 grammars. So you have to remember the conditions before constructing the LL1 parsing table. So what are the conditions? The first condition is if the grammar is left recursive, if the grammar is left recursive, then it is not LL1 grammar. Okay, so left recursive grammar means the grammar should look like that: A derives A alpha or beta. So here in right hand side part, the leftmost variable is A, and in left hand side the variable is also A. So this type of grammar is not allowed in LL1 parsing table. Okay. Second condition is if the grammar is non-deterministic. So non-deterministic grammar have suffered from a backtracking problem. So because of backtracking, we do not allow the non-deterministic grammar in LL1 parser. Okay, so non-deterministic grammar like A derives alpha beta 1, alpha beta 2, alpha beta 3, and so on. Okay. Third condition is if the grammar is ambiguous. So ambiguous grammar also not allowed in LL1 parsing table or LL1 parser. So LL1 parser does not parse the left recursive grammar, non-deterministic grammar, and ambiguous grammar. Apart from these three conditions, we have one more condition. If I have a grammar like A derives alpha 1 or alpha 2, alpha 3, and so on. So before constructing the LL1 parsing table, we need to check that the first of alpha 1 intersection first of alpha 2 intersection first of alpha 3, and so on. If the intersection between these different productions exist, then we can say that this grammar is not parsed by LL1 parser. Okay, so first of alpha 1, first of alpha 2, first of alpha 3, and so on intersection must be 5. It must be 5. So this is the first part of fourth condition. The second part is if the grammar is like A derives A alpha or epsilon, then A derives A alpha or epsilon, or simply I can say A derives alpha or epsilon, then first of alpha and follow of, here I have epsilon, the follow of A is also 5. Okay, so first of alpha and follow of A intersection exist, then this grammar is also not eligible for LL1 parsing. Okay, so if the grammar contain epsilon production, then the first of this particular production and the follow of this production must be 5. Okay, so this point is worth remember before checking LL1 parser for any grammar. Okay, so what are the conditions? Let's just summarize this. If the grammar is left recursive, or if the grammar is non-deterministic, or if the grammar is ambiguous, then that grammar should not be eligible for LL1 parser. And if the grammar is containing many contains many productions for a single variable, then all the productions, if we find the first of all the productions, then all the productions intersection part is must be 5. And if the grammar contain epsilon pod, then first of such productions and follow of that variable should also be 5. Okay, so let's just take some examples where we can check the whether a grammar is LL1 or not. Okay,